evening from Tbilisi, Georgia. Sometimes you just get to a city and you know that they probably know how to have fun in the evening time. This feels like one of those cities. So this evening we're going to try to go to as many bars as we can and see what nightlife in Tbilisi is like. I'm going to try something new here and use a voiceover, so here goes nothing. Stop one of the evening was Cha-Cha Corner. Cha-Cha is made from the fermented grape skins, stems, and seeds left over from the winemaking process. Usually it comes in old plastic bottles, and it's hard to know if it'll taste delicious or like nail polish remover. But this guy here, a former government lawyer who got laid off when the government switched in 2012, opened this little shop, or as he calls it, a museum, with high-quality cha-chas from all over Georgia.
Welcome! How are you?
We're back.
This is Cherry for the best son of the all, yes?
If you've been watching our other videos, you might have seen this in our food tour of Tbilisi, but we loved it so much that we had to start our evening here too. It's also like 2 blocks from where we're staying.
Stephanie was explaining how her dad always refers to me as her favorite son-in-law.
His favorite son-in-law.
His favorite son-in-law because he only has one son-in-law, which is me.
Cheers.
Ah.
If you've ever watched any of our previous nights out, you'll know that any advice to stick to one type of alcohol goes completely out the window. And since Georgia is not only known for cha-cha, but also for their wine, next up was a wine bar. This is Vino Underground. I saw it in a Mark Wien's Culinary Backstreets video, so good sources in my opinion. These buildings are so cool. I don't know the history of them, but we've been in a few of these like basement restaurants or bars where it's like domed brick spaces. It's such a low bar here because in America we just don't have old buildings, so like everything seems cool to me as an American because it's small and it's old. I think this place is actually cool. It's very busy. It's all natural wine. It's great. Stop number 2.
It's pretty unusual. It's good. You like it? Maybe. Is that okay?
Let's try Havari Saprami.
Okay. Sorry. It's like, I don't know if tannin is the right word, but it's like too tannin heavy. I'm like making that up.
Yeah, okay, that's the sign of a great wine bar. When they do not hesitate when you're not that keen on what you wanted to drink.
We were just saying that we asked for recommendations and he went straight in with it. The reason I think he didn't like it is because he's not massively into skin contact wines, and a lot of Georgian wines are natural, skin contact, whatever all the other terms are, because it's the birthplace of wine, the cradle of wine. The way they've been producing wine is like 8,000 years old, and it's funny because it's so trendy now, but like these places are just doing it how they were doing it years and years and years ago. If I'm wrong, let me know, because I don't know shit about wine.
Also, is that not a really generous pour? This area looks like pretty newly rebuilt, but it kind of feels a bit like a movie set, don't you think? It's like kind of too perfect. You hit this, and it's like obviously not been touched in a long time and kind of falling apart. So what do you prefer? And we went from a really well lit street to a not very well lit street. Like
Dark alleyway.
Like very dark.
The obvious next choice after you've had cha-cha and wine is whiskey and pisco. Stop number 3 is Barbar'a Bar, which was recommended to us by George, who was our guide on our food tour a few days ago. He didn't say much about it, but I assume he recommended it because the cocktails are really delicious. I'm having an old-fashioned, Pete's having a pisco sour. It's one of those places that we're probably a little bit early, but it's nice. And it's in the kind of touristy part, which made me a little bit nervous, but it's really good. So I guess it's probably a good option if you're staying nearby and want to avoid what seems to be a lot of like really like mediocre places as well. For our next round of cocktails, we went a little off script.
I heard some cocktails being shaken down in the basement of a bar, and it looked really cool. So I had a quick look on Google. It's got like a 4.9 rating. It's like an art bar. So we're gonna go check it out. But this is not usual because Stephanie is always like, we got a plan, we got to stick to the schedule, we got a list of... She actually has a notes on our phone. We have a notes, shared notes, and it's like the bars with the times. Like she keeps to the time. So we're going off script here. But I think it could be worth it. This is where I heard the cocktail's been shaken.
The drinks from our signature constant menu dedicated to Georgian craft, people, places, personas. We as well do prepare every month a seasonal, like a page. But unfortunately for today, it will be still, unfortunately, October's one, because we are yet to develop, like tomorrow or past November's one. A little bit of delay.
Okay.
Sorry for that.
Follow your nose, as they say.
Yeah, sometimes going off script pays off. This place is extremely unique. Apparently, according to our neighbor, all about community. I was recommended a gin drink that has plum compote, which is what we have in the food tour, like a traditional Georgian drink with plums, and then gin, tarragon, and then a fermented grape juice that's non-alcoholic that uses like a refresher. So it's like very traditional, but also extremely interesting.
The best way I can describe it is it's like very flavorful, but it's just like a clean cocktail.
He keeps
If that
calling it
makes
like
any sense.
minimalistic, which is a
But
good
like,
word.
that's so like phenomenal. And I love
Like a martini, but I don't like martinis, so it's like we got a little bit of, oh, I would like to drink this.
But because this place is small, it means you get time. And the bartender here did the most amazing explanation of all of the ingredients and the process of the ingredients. Like it was fascinating. I love it. Huh?
My arm hurts.
Cool as shit, that place.
I hate it. Why did you say that? I hate it so much. Oh, it gives me the ick.
Great thing about Tbilisi is the taxis are phenomenally good value. And they're like instant. Oh, this might even be our guy. No? UBUA. Yeah, no, that is our guy. That's it.
Hi. Go, Peter.
So we're going about, I don't know, like a, well, it says it's like a 6-minute journey. And it's like 5
It's like not even $2.
Yeah. How do you say the Georgian currency? Leila?
Larry?
Lari, that's it. So I mean, it's incredible. But the best thing is like when you request one, so we're using this app Bolt, when you request one, it's instant. You instantly get connected to a driver that's just like really, really close to you. So you're like never waiting more than a couple of minutes. It's very, very affordable. And they're fantastic.
You can't come to Tbilisi and not immediately notice the Ukrainian flags and anti-Putin graffiti that cover the streets. The bar we were headed to next takes it one step further and requires Russians, of which there are many in Tbilisi, to apply for a quote-unquote visa to enter the bar, and will only be granted permission if they condemn the Russian aggression in Ukraine and confirm that they didn't vote for Putin. It sounded like an interesting place, so we wanted to check it out.
Tbilisi is unbelievable. The diversity of like different bars and nightlife here. We are like scratching at the surface, and look at this like open air bar thing going on down here. I think this is our bar. Look at this, like right by the river. Oh. What are you drinking?
Strawberry Lomi, like buying
Huh?
the cheapest beer.
Oh, we're both. You got me one?
Yeah.
Oh, great. I think we're here a little early, so we're not maybe seeing this place at its best. Look, they have a really good DJ setup, big open dance floor. But out by the river, it's great.
I had read that Georgia recently legalized marijuana, and I had not yet seen nor smelled an indication of that. This bar confirms that fact, 100%.
Good recommendation. We probably just need to come here later.
Like when our babysitter leaves. Woo, big whiff. The Wi-Fi network, we have whenever we get a babysitter, tip for parents out there, we have a Topo cam. It's like a security cam. We use it as like a baby monitor. We tell babysitters when we hire them, like it's going to be on him sleeping, whatever. Trying to check it. Oh, motion detected. The Wi-Fi network here is what I can only imagine is Georgian for fuck Putin, and the password is Slava Ukraini, which I think is like, what's Slava? Like free Ukraine? Or?
Go Ukraine. Right.
Yeah, so the history of this place holds up.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Lugolhat.
Huh?
How are you? Lugolhat.
Lugolhat.
Yes.
Lugolhat. That's how you...
Kargat.
Argat.
Kargat.
Argat.
Gargat?
Kargat, yes.
Argat.
No, Gargat.
Gargat?
Kargat.
Argat.
Yes.
Sorry, I
Who do we
I
trust when
misheard
it comes to speaking local languages?
So it
Me or you?
turns out, our friend here, again, we're back in another bowl, and he's teaching us some Georgian.
Is that a line?
Huh?
Is that a line?
It's just sensing that. It's our first place we've been to this night.
Or are they just smokers?
Oh, it could be. But maybe there's a line. Which is a good sign. Oh. Maybe not.
Might just be smokers.
Might just be smokers. It was like one of the most intense entrances to a bar in a long time. I thought I was gonna get...
It's like, where are you going?
Yeah, I mean, the guy asked us, like, where are you going? And we were like, into the bar?
This place is cool. I don't remember where I read about it. It was like a random blog and then also Reddit. But it seemed like it was in the conversation of dive bars, which 100% is not a dive bar. It's very cool. And this area is very cool. It's not a dive bar.
Fun fact, we ordered Hogarden on Steph and I's very first date. Went to a restaurant. I ordered a Hogarden. She didn't, for whatever stupid reason. And she was very...
It was the most expensive beer on the menu.
I was paying. She was very impressed that I ordered a Hogarden. That's always stuck with me. And I like it a lot. And so does she. She should have ordered it on our very first date.
Okay, now's the part of the night I've been waiting for, which is when we can go eat from Kali. I feel like we've done like a fair few repeats in these videos, but we came to this restaurant on our tour with George. It's not even one block from where we're staying. It's like almost 11:30, which is when our babysitter ends. He told us that eating kinkali is like a thing you do when you're drinking or after you've been drinking. And I have not really eaten since we had breakfast, which you'll see in the previous video or like vlog of Tbilisi. I'm starving and like 6 drinks in now. And I'm gonna devour these dumplings.
Eat them. We want to see you eat one.
Oh, okay. These are like the soup dumplings. I know we haven't said this in this video, but Georgian dumplings, kinkali. You like bite it, you suck out the soup, you eat it. It's delicious, so hot. It's hot. But it's like, that's gonna be good for a night of drinking, I can tell already. And I might have a khachapuri tomorrow morning just to like really soak it all up. If I had time, I would go back to the sulfur baths. It has been a really great night in Tbilisi. I encourage you to visit this city because it's fantastic. And if you come, we encourage you to like have a night out. There's a really good nightlife. But that's gonna be the end of this video because we gotta go relieve our babysitter in like 15 minutes. I hope you enjoyed it. We went to 6 bars, which feels like a solid effort. And that's all. We appreciate you following along. And our next video is gonna be from Thailand. What?
Will we be back? Will we be back?
To Tbilisi? 100%. There's not a doubt in my mind. Oh, it's really good with pepper. There is not a doubt in my mind that this will be a city that we revisit. So, and thank you everybody that gave us recommendations. We have a few followers. We had George. Like, for a country of 4 million people, it feels like a really solid, cool group of 4 million that are very patriotic and for good reason.